Thanks so much for staying with us. The new officers of the Progressive Liberal Party's New Providence Women's Branch installed this afternoon at the British Colonial Hilton Hotel. With the theme celebrating 50 golden years of women's suffrage, attendees were taken down memory lane on the accomplishments women have made to the Bahamas. The goal of the PLP's Women's Branch is to drive the party's energy and approach matters of social justice, fundraising, social outreach, among others. The new president of the PLP's New Providence Women's Branch is Arinthia Komalafi.
To obtain an affiliate status with a view to becoming a national arm of the party. In this vein, we will seek to establish branches throughout the Family Islands and network with other international and political civic organizations that support our party's philosophy and the vision of the branch.
Offering leadership advice to the new president and her team was Progressive Liberal Party leader Prime Minister Perry Christie. He encourages more women to join politics to further impact the country.
I want you to be able to try to convince young women to get involved in the party. Young women with talent, and where the government is able to look at that talent and use it, and you allow them to use their talent for the benefit of the country. I want you to recognize also that you have a responsibility to speak for the women of our party and not to take second place for the women of our party.
And now to another story, political story that's going to be making headlines this week. The community of North Abaco preparing for nomination day. Candidates contesting the North Abaco by-election seat on October 15th will be making their nomination official on Wednesday. Representing the Progressive Liberal Party will be Renato Curry, and Greg Gomez is seeking to capture the seat for the Free National Movement. Curry says he will continue the groundwork in order to carry out the vision for North Abaco.
Well, I believe if you're going to represent your people, you have to know the concerns. All right. I've spent a little over a year campaigning. I haven't, and I still haven't met everybody individually. My thing is that it's a very difficult thing to meet everybody, but you try to get to every house. I've spent that time doing that and listening. You know, the difference between me and my opponent is, you know, he haven't spent enough time home to actually know the concerns. So, you know, you want to make sure carry out the agenda of the people. It's all about the people, and that's what I'm about. I'm about the people.
Well, Gomez, who maintains that he has been very active in North Abaco for the Free National Movement, noted his plans to implement a new program to impact the men of that community.
I'm going to be working in a program called My Brother's Keepers Initiative, where I work with the local churches to help mold and train young men. Also, I'm going to be starting something called Bahamas Young Investors Club, and I would like to work with the schools on this one so that we can train young people in school. So by the time they leave school with the mindset of ownership, rather than having to rely upon government. Because whenever we can have someone become an owner of a business, that's one less person the government has to worry about.
And there are 4,500 registered voters in North Abaco, covering 12 polling divisions. We also encourage you to stay tuned to the ZNS network for full coverage of the North Abaco by-election nomination day. Well, those are stories making national headlines this Sunday. We're not done yet, though. Sunday Sports is next.